So hello everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be doing the reading for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. For those of you not familiar with me and the channel, I have no filter, and I'm not, against using adult language or talking, about adult things. So, respectfully, I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now if that's not your thing, or you have kids around or just don't appreciate it, okay? Otherwise, Scorpio, we are going to be getting into your reading. I'm using one of my new decks, my Mirror of the Soul Tarot, okay, my Oracle of the Mermaids, and my Remember deck, the Power of Love, okay. So Scorpio, as far as your cards go, we got the Four of Discs, or coins, which is power. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got the Knight or King of Discs with the Three of Swords, which is sorrow. There's no actual kings in this deck. The Queen is the highest royalty, but it goes Princess, Prince, Queen, Knight. Okay, so the Knight is technically in the King position in the deck. It's just a Knight. It's not a King. So with that, we also got Energy Field Adjustment and Unity as a Remember card. So Scorpio, what I got from this with the Four of Coins, this is about maintaining control by keeping your emotions out of it. Okay, this is about maintaining control of your reality by not letting your emotions interfere, okay, because it's concerning a higher soul contract that you're dealing with. He has the child, he has the child and the star at the solar plexus, right in the heart space. This is the authentic path, birthing from within the self. This is goddess energy, okay, this is goddess energy. And I'm feeling what feels like immense amounts of pressure on the heart space. It feels like immense amounts of pressure. Trying to keep your head out of it. Trying to keep your emotions out of it. Like trying to get through the everyday without making a mistake. It's an immense amount of pressure on the heart space. And with the Knight of Discs clarified by the Three of Swords, as a Knight energy in typical tarot, the Knight of Coin is very cautious. Very cautious, and given this is a heartbreak card, a sorrow card, there's reasons why you're being cautious. There's reasons why you're keeping your emotions out of the reality, because this is a higher soul contract, and you might not want to screw it up, you know what I mean, and you're thinking that's where you're going with it. But you're also, because I feel like you've been knocked down this big mountain, and the horse is like, damn, I don't want to go all the way back up that mountain, like that was a long hike to get all the way down here. And the king's kind of looking at it like, yeah, but we're going up that fucking mountain, right? Because this sorrow, this Three of Swords, I feel like it knocked you down, right? It knocked you down the mountain and made you cautious when it comes to love, when it comes to higher soul contracts, made you really cautious because, it hurt before. It hurt before. You already fell from the top of that mountain, and your horse, which is, all about stamina and power, it's a big power totem of an animal, is like, I don't want to go back up that mountain. But the king is looking at it like, yeah, but we're going up that mountain. He's got the stag, the deer, on his helmet here, his armor. And the stag is a little different than the horse in that it's gentle and willing, and it's in its element in the woods and the mountains. And I feel like it has the fortitude to fight its way back up to the top, which is where the crown, the headspace is of this king. It's like, I can make it to the top. I can make it to the top. It might be a journey, but I'm willing to take it. And the horse is like, oh, if you say so. If you say so. You know, it's an uphill climb. It's an uphill climb back to the top. But if you can get through the sorrow, right, the disappointment of being at the bottom, aside, if you can actually put the disappointment of being at the bottom aside and look like, wow, I get to climb that mountain all over again. You know, the view from up at the top, I can't wait to see it again. You know, you're dealing with a high soul contract, and so, you know, you're kind of putting your feelings of past sorrow behind, right? You're kind of putting it behind and saying, okay, this is the last look at it. This is the last look at the view from down here, because we're going to head up that direction. You know, and it's requiring a major energy field adjustment. Making sure that you're staying confident, making sure that you're staying focused, making sure that you're doing as you're guided, you know, without doubt. Without doubt, you know, this is major solar plexus chakra energy. And surrounding the heart space, you know, this is having the courage to move forward from a loving place, knowing that unity is what is in need of being remembered. You know, it says you understand that love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. You know that when you're in your happy place and your joyful state and you're in your trusting state and you're going with the flow, that you're at your happiest. You know, and you also know that being a gusher of emotions causes things to wash away. You know, it tends to wash things away, the flood. And it's too much, you know, so it's almost like restraint because of past hurts that you're learning from, right? Highest learning with the Hierophant, you know, it's like soul education, being restrained, you know, and keeping your emotions on lock, especially as a Scorpio, keeping those deep, turbulent waters, those dark waters, out of the reality for the time being, because you have reason or feel reason to be cautious. There's a reason why you're protecting your energies. There's a reason why you're protecting your emotions. There's a reason why you're not letting it flood in. There's a reason why. History taught you that it stung. Right? Experience taught you that it stung. So there's a reason why you're not rushing. You could see the goal, you could see the end game, you could see what you want, you know, and it's to get past this Three of Swords. I just heard wreckage. Okay. Because, and I got the water rushing in and like crashing up against the side, like crashing a ship up against the side. So it's almost like, you know that when your emotions flood out, and you're like ride or die with someone, because Scorpio gets that way. They are ride or die to the very end, you know, to watch your love energy be so strong and so powerful that it almost can't be handled. You know, that it almost can't be handled, that people aren't ready for the intensity of connection that you bring, that deep level. And so it's almost like it's restraint for a reason. Because it's almost like a part of the learning process. It's a part of the higher learning, how to refrain from flooding out. Okay, how to refrain from flooding out and washing opportunity away. You know, it's being in control. It's being in control of your emotions. Knowing you can make it to the top. Knowing that you love yourself enough to stay out of your shadows. Right, that end up getting you hurt. It's restraint. It's control. This isn't about turning it off completely or, you know, letting it run on full blast. This is a matter of being in control of it and knowing what's coming in and what's coming out. And there's a time, place for all expression of love and emotion. And everything that is true emotionally will come out in due time. It just doesn't have to flood out all at once, right? It doesn't have to flood out all at once. You can be like, okay, I just got to start my way back up to the top of that mountain. One step at a time, right? This is like recovery. This is like recovery. So that you can stay in alignment with your highest contract, your soul path. Okay? So with that said, Scorpio, I hope it helps you out for the rest of the month. If you want more from me, my information is in the description. Until next time, guys, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.